Hello, and welcome to Hymns That Shouldn't Be Forgotten, Christian Music for Eternity. Carpenter George A. Young and his wife were completely committed to following God's leading regardless where it took them. Their finances were always meager, but their trust in God never wavered. They eventually made their way to the Midwest, where they often traveled from church to church holding revival meetings. After years of saving, George bought a parcel of land and constructed a small house which they dedicated to God. Not long after, though, the Youngs were once again away on a ministry trip when a hooligan who didn't like George's preaching burned down the building. When they returned, they surveyed the ashy ruins of what had been one of their dreams. As he stood there, George thought about the blessings he and his wife enjoyed which could not be destroyed by fire: family, relationship with God, ministry, heaven. Lyrics began coalescing in his mind, and a few days later he finished the 4 stanzas and music for God Leads Us Along. Verse 1 makes use of idyllic imagery similar to that found in Psalm 23. In shady green pastures, so rich and so sweet, where the water's cool flow bathes the weary one's feet. Verse 2 continues to use scenes from nature to represent life's highs and lows. Sometimes on the mount where the sun shines so bright, sometimes in the valley in darkest of night. Verse 3 turns to the realm of emotional and spiritual conflict. Though sorrows befall us and Satan oppose, through grace we can conquer, defeat all our foes. Verse 4 speaks of the believer's eternal hope. Away from the mire and away from the clay, away up in glory, eternity's day. In each of these scenarios, God leads his dear children along, whether, as the refrain tells us, we go some through the waters, some through the flood, some through the fire. Believers can trust God all through the blood. Even when we experience great sorrow, we can trust God to give a song in the night season and all the day long. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. This YouTube channel was created to honor God, encourage believers, and offer hope to those who do not know Christ. If you have questions about what God has done for you, watch video episode 18 about the song Jesus Loves Me. If you would like to have a CD of the hymns in these videos, send an email with your name and address to hymnsthatshouldn'tbeforgotten@gmail.com. That's one word, no capitals. You may also send prayer requests there. If there is a hymn or other Christian song you would like to see highlighted, send an email or write your suggestion in the comments. Please consider donating to Patreon or PayPal, linked below, to offset licensing fees for copyrighted songs, such as tunes by the Gaithers or How Great Thou Art, or simply to help support this endeavor. May God richly bless you or draw you to Him through His music.